Men, we're built like tanks, but at the same time we're soft in the middle. Let me just say that. We're built like tanks now. We'll give you, ladies, we will make you think we are Mr. Hercules, Zeus, and Apocalypse all wrapped into one. We will make you think we are soft as drugstore cotton in the middle. And we need your help with that. All right? We need your help with that. But what I want you to understand is, and I'm saying ladies are the same way too, right? It's a lot of single mamas I know that, man, my wife was a single mama for 10 years. That woman she is in person 5'3", but I'm gonna tell you, she stood tall for 10 years like she was 7'8", Shaq height, and did what she had to do to make them babies successful. All right, but my point is that I think a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't stop and think about, like, all right, look, I got to open up my eyes to the insecurities that I'm having right now. If I want 22 to be different than 21, I got to open up my eyes. I got to invest in myself. Well, you've been talking about becoming a real estate investor. You've been talking about starting that side business. You've been talking about what you're going to do forever. Your insecurities is why you ain't done it. So you got to open up your eyes. You gotta narrow down your intentions, because if you're not open to trying something new, you can't have a laser intention because you don't even know that it's possible, right? Like I wrote this in a post the other day. I used to watch The Cosby Show, and I watched it thinking, well, that's TV, right? I watched it, meaning it was TV. I never thought somebody who looked like me can have a decent family, enjoy a nice house, be in love the way they were, and deal with life. I never thought that was possible, because at the first place I saw it was on TV. And then now to be where I am and go, oh, that wasn't just TV. No, that's a reality available to all of us. By the way, there's no lack of money and available for everyone in the world. There's enough of it for all of us. Your peace ain't wrapped up in money. Your peace is wrapped up in the fact that if you're willing to deal with your insecurities and you're willing to lay out real intentions and start exploring some stuff, then you can open and peek your mind to different interests and go, wow, I can actually have that. But I got to be willing to break up some of this hard cement fallow ground that I got up here in order to open myself up to maybe that's possible for me, right? Listen, I'm not saying it's easy work. Trust me, I will be the first to tell y'all, it sucks sometimes having to be very honest with yourself and having real self-awareness about where you lack. But it's the best medicine. I'm going to tell you right now, it's the best thing for you. It's the best thing for me. I can tell you that right now. So when I say open up your eyes, those are the three I'm talking about. Open up your insecurities, open up your intentions, and open up your interest. Now, if you are the kind of person who says, you know what, Chris, I hear you. Sounds great, Chris. Got me fired up. But right now, I don't know if what's happening in my world is gonna be, the things that I can, rightly, focus on right now. I gotta get some stuff done, right? I gotta make some things happen first before I can really, make that type of change in my life. Okay. I get it. I understand. I understand. I understand that maybe right now you might feel like that's impossible for you. But I want to give you some advice. Before you say what you can't do, all right? Before you say it's impossible, before you say I'm not going to be able to do that right now, I got to get some things in line. Let me just ask, and this is something I want you to think about. If you have that thought in your mind and you decide I'm going that route, if you got that thing out of the way, would you start? That's my question. If whatever you telling yourself right now is the reason you can't, if it got out of the way, would you start? I personally believe that sometimes the things that we are saying that are in our way are the crutches that we use to not do. I've had to deal with the amount of laziness I have in my own life about things that need to get done. There's just certain parts of my life that I'm just lazy. I don't feel like doing it. That's just, and I will use excuses in front of those things so that I can make myself feel better about not doing. And I'm just saying whatever you telling yourself is in your way right now, you got to be honest and say, now, if that was gone, would I do it? Because the truth of the matter is the things that we saying are in our way are made up in here. Yesterday, I talked about having a made up mind. It's made up. It's made up. It's always an inanimate object. And by the way, you know what's crazy about it? It's something about the future that has nothing to do with your reality right now. I talked about it yesterday. If you talking about you trying to lose 15 pounds and you literally have said, I'm going to wait till January, you about to tack on another 15 pounds before January. You probably won't even start then. And then we'll say, well, this got in the way and I couldn't do this. Nothing is stopping you from walking around your neighborhood every night. Nothing is stopping you from getting up earlier, 2 hours earlier than you have to, get you a good 45-minute workout in, and then coming home and then getting dressed and then going to work. Nothing is stopping you from doing that but you. Our excuses, our laziness, our inability to take massive action. I want us to be, if 22 is going to be different than 21, it won't be any different than 20. It won't be any different than 19. It won't be any different than 18 unless you're willing to open up your eyes. Insecurities, interests, and intentions. It's not going to change. I want it to, and I'm here for all of it. I like scrolling down my social media feeds and seeing people winning. I enjoy it because it gives me hope. Do you realize you will be the catalyst to somebody else's life if you start really doing? Would you like to be able to know exactly what you need to do to scale and grow faster your side business? Well, look no further. You should jump into right now the Side Business Challenge. That's right. The Side Business Challenge is where it's at. I'm actually helping you as a corporate professional build and scale your side business faster because that's the name of the game. I know you've been looking for a place to how do I take what I'm doing and actually make it work to be creating a real revenue generating business. Well, join thesidebusinesschallenge.com. You do not want to miss it because when you jump in, it's 5 days, 1 hour where I am helping you build a successful side business. I'm Chris Williams. I built my first successful side business to over 6 figures and I've helped countless people do the same. And now I've got a challenge just for you. You know you've been wanting to build it. You know you want to make it for real and you want to make it something legitimate that at least, what if all it did was pay all of your household bills? Could you imagine being able to go to work every day and all of your household bills are paid without leveraging your job money? Oh yeah, I can teach you that. And inside of the Side Business Challenge, I'm showing you how to level up inside of your career so that you show up in a big way. Yes, having that side business will teach you so much more than just money. Jump into thesidebusinesschallenge.com. I look forward to seeing you there. If you start really doing, right? Not talking about it, doing, actually doing the thing. I didn't say it wouldn't be hard. I said doing it. And I just like moving people to action, man. That's why I always use hashtag massive action, man. Because for me, it's the only thing that gets me out of whatever mental hurdle I'm dealing with is I got to take some action. Anytime I start feeling lazy or I don't want to do, then now the thing I'm asking myself is, Chris, what can you go do right now? And I break up that routine in my brain that just wants me to do nothing, right? So I might be sitting there and I'm like today, I ain't feel like going live. But I was like, all right, Chris, what could you talk about right now? So I did it. So I'm here. I'm doing the thing, right? So I want us to inventory our own lives. You don't have to tell nobody about it. You don't. Here's something crazy. This right here blew my mind. Do you know that the moment you start taking massive action, thank you, Monique. Do you know that when you start doing that, it becomes real lonely? Because you're going to find out real quick the people in your circle if they are taking massive action in their own life. Because they're going to have a problem if you're not showing up everywhere like you used to. If they don't have access to you the way they used to, it becomes a problem for them. And they going to tell you about it. I'm just saying, y'all. Listen, I would rather, this is just me. I'm saying where I am right now. I'm saying I've gotten to this point. I ain't saying I've always been here, because that's a lie. I would rather have friends who I don't talk to for months, but by the time we get back together again, have accomplished a lot, than to talk to people every single day and accomplishing very little in their own life. I'm going to say that again. I would rather talk to people like I'm getting to know this dude right now. This guy I don't know. Like I'm calling his admin because I got to get some time. I'm flying to Cali to go sitting with this dude. His name is James. I don't talk to him often. I got to get on his calendar. His calendar probably booked out till May of next year. The guy is busy as all get out. But every time I see something he's doing, my man is productive as all get out. I'm talking about productive. It inspires me because I'm like, dang, if James up and moving, I got to keep it moving, man. I can't just sit here, right? I just can't sit here. If James moving, I got to move, right? If Monique moving, I got to move, right? I got to move. I can't just sit here. And I don't have to talk to James all the time. You can look at his work. The brother getting it in. He's productive on what he's after. That inspires me, right? Monique is productive on what she wants. That inspires me. I'd rather have them type of friends. We don't talk all the time. But you know what? If I pick up the phone and call James got a whole lot to tell me. Why? Because James been productive and we ain't got to talk. We ain't talking months. I'd rather have that kind of circle. That's just me. Now, I'm saying now. Before, I want to lollygag and kick it with a lot of different people and talk about the same things over and over and over again. I wanted that life. I don't like that life no more. It don't do nothing for me. I'd rather have people like James that is inaccessible because the man is being freaking productive. That's why he's inaccessible. And I mean productive on all fronts. Productive with his family, productive with his business, productive with his relationships, productive with his podcast. He got a dope YouTube channel. He's killing the game right now. I would rather hang out with people like that because they gonna push me. We gonna be talking about something and something gonna spark and I'm gonna be like, you know what? Let me get off this phone. I gotta go to work. And I might not talk to them but once or twice a year. That's the kind of people I talk to now. I don't talk to them all the time. But because they've opened up their eyes, they've opened up their own insecurities, interests, and intentions, they're running. And guess what? What they've done in a year is 10 times better than what they probably have done in the last 5. Because they're working now. They're putting more time towards being productive on the things that matter to them most. All right? So that's it. That's all I got. That's all I wanted to share. Listen, if you enjoyed this, share this, tag somebody who needs to listen to this. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. Share with me, like, how are you opening up your eyes? Intentions, insecurities, your interests. What are you actually doing, right? The doing of a thing Hashtag massive action, hashtag side business. You can use that. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I want to say thank you for listening to The World According to Chris. Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you listening. Share this episode with somebody. And man, listen, all I want for everybody is to take some serious massive action in a direction that's going to better their life, that's going to better their family, and ultimately allow them to reach their dreams. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day. I'm out. Hey, did you know that as employees, there are 7 big mistakes that we are all making before getting fired, downsized, or laid off? And I wanted to share those with you and teach you how to level up in your career. You can get that by going to www.twac.live/7 mistakes. You and I have been making some egregious mistakes when it comes to our career, and we got to stop making them. I want to provide you with this context, things that I have learned throughout my career that are going to help you. So go to the website, twac.live/7 mistakes, put in your name and email address, and download this free PDF that'll teach you of things that you and I can stop doing and start leveling up our career. Back to the episode.